Hey guys, thank you for joining us again, Car System Installation. So we're going to show you our battery pack G-Pack, the GB1000 S2 from GNET. This is a battery pack if you want to have your dash cam running from a separate battery, not from the vehicle battery. You can connect to the battery by phone, by the app, to see some features and change some settings. So first of all, as you can see here, we have the battery capacity. We have here the percentage of the battery, the mode if it's discharging, and how long it's going to be before it's going to be fully discharged, estimated usage time based on the what output it gives for the camera. We have the input voltage and the current, which means how much is drawing from the vehicle. Now we're going to have our technician turning the ignition on. I'm going to show you when the ignition on what changes in here. Now there's a few more features in this battery we'll show you in a few seconds that are very nice, something that you don't see in other batteries. So as you can see here, we have the ignition turn on. 1 second. And we can see here the current. Now the system is pulling, current 5.5 amp, battery is charging because the ignition is on. And it tells you about estimated charging time is about 1 hour, 6%, and this is the current output. It's what the camera is pulling right now while the vehicle is running. Now there's another feature in here that is actually very nice for this battery. So here in the menu, in the setup, you can actually change the vehicle input power from accessory to battery, which means basically we are now telling the battery that instead of having a key on key off option, it's connected directly to the vehicle battery. So what's the point? If that's the case, then it's gonna drain the vehicle battery when the car is parked. So that's not the case. When you have it set up as a full battery, you have here the voltage cutoff. You put the voltage in this case, we put the voltage for 12.7, for example, which means when the ignition is off, the battery will keep on charging until the vehicle battery goes to 12.7, which in many vehicles, or actually most vehicles, it's pretty much not the case when you turn the ignition off. The vehicle battery goes to 12.6, which means the system will automatically stop charging. And where's the advantage? Advantage in this case, you don't have to find accessory in the vehicle. So some vehicles, BMWs, Mercedes, and other vehicles, it's more tricky to find the accessory. Some newer vehicles with a push button, you find a lot of ignition sense, not a full accessory. So using this battery, you won't have to worry about that case. You just connect it directly to the vehicle battery, set it up to recognize the voltage of 12.7 as a cutoff, and as soon as the ignition is off and the vehicle is 12.7, it will stop charging the battery and run the camera. Now in this case, we do have the ACC on accessory, so we're gonna put it back to where it was. We're gonna go back to our menu. I'm gonna turn the ignition off. Okay, in a few seconds the system will indicate. First of all, we can see on the battery, when the ignition is off, we have the red LED light flashing. When the ignition is on, the red LED light is steady. So that's the difference between charging and not charging. And as you can see in here, voltage, input, and then we have the current, which is 0, which means the system is no longer charging anymore. And you can see here it says discharging, estimated use time based on what the camera that we are using is pulling. As you can see, it does go down in the output as the camera gets into parking mode. It does take less power. For the G-Pack GB1000 S from GNET, you can always find it at Car System Installation. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.